LSU Odyssey talking with you. Yeah, my phone's on my lap. Yeah, I'm driving about 85 freaking miles an hour, and I'm in the HOV lane because I'm feeling dangerous right now. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday, right? Is it Tuesday? I think it's got to be Tuesday, right? Either way, I noticed there's some people who have followed us recently, and it's amazing. I love getting the follows. It's great. Sometimes it's weird. I don't even notice that someone's followed me until like a year later, like a week later or something. I feel bad. And so I've turned the notifications on for follows. I'm just barely learning how to even use all this shit. Twitter and all that stuff, So like, it's doing what I can, And we've got so much talk, going on about LSU's roster. We lose Corey Kiner. We lose, some other guys from before. We've lost how many different receivers? Trey Palmer, Coy Moore, Devontae Lee. We've lost a lot of players, but then LSU has signed 15 players in the transfer portal, more than any other school. Which, does that surprise you? It does not surprise me. I told you on LSU Odyssey, I'm not sure what episode, I'm not sure if I'll be able to dig through there and be able to post it to prove it to you, but whatever. Either way, we said this on an episode that LSU were going to rebuild their roster through the only way they could. Recruiting in the 2022 class and the transfer portal. That's all they have. It's more tools than they had a few years earlier. And so Kelly, having more tools, more resources available to him than he just did like 4 months ago, going from Notre Dame to LSU, now he's able to take full advantage of that and actually get good players, high quality transfers in the portal, which you're not always guaranteed to get, okay? You get these names, you get them from these big schools, and ooh, wow, this guy came from this, and he was a part of this team, wow. And then you actually see them on the field and what they can do. Sometimes the results can be underwhelming. Sometimes the pressure can be too much. Sometimes they don't adjust to the changes of the new environment. There can be many different reasons for why a transfer doesn't work out. But the way that LSU's 15 are stacked for this team, for this 2022 unit, this squad, I feel like this could be a team that is truly historic as far as transfer portal and the legacy of the transfer portal is, because I think this is the first team that everyone will be able to look at and say, this is a squad that had, for lack of a better term, had a gun to its head in January and was able to make lemons into lemonade. Able to take lemon juice and make some type of lemon herb chicken pasta or something, out of nowhere, just with lemon juice. I feel like, of course, not every single one of these players are going to be a starter for LSU. Not every single one of these players are going to be an All-American. Not every single one of these players are going to even be a big contributor for the Tigers this season. And we're talking guys who are experienced, 5th and 6th year guys who most will peg due to seniority ahead of other guys. That's fine. But maybe their experience is needed in camp to kind of get those younger guys ready to actually take their job for them this year. Maybe their experience was needed so that they can shore up that position and be that big-time contributor. You know, looking at a guy like Will Campbell, is Miles Frazier gonna move him out of that left tackle position? I don't think so. I don't see any indications that Will Campbell is going to lose that left tackle job to Cam Wire or to Miles Frazier. That's just right now. Things can definitely change. But how I feel right now is like Miles Frazier, great pickup for that reason. Sometimes the experience is needed in the camp setting more than just the games, but we need everything. Okay? We cannot afford to be picky, the LSU Tigers, okay? Let's go back to January, where our program was, okay? 38, or was it 39? I'm going to go with 38. 38 scholarship players on roster. 38. Remember, we're supposed to be at 85. Trying to make that 85 total player number, and I think LSU have to be in the 70s here, maybe the late 60s now. I think LSU are almost 15 players short of 85, if not more. And we've got just 2 spots officially remaining for us now that Sevyn Banks has arrived in the transfer portal. Where is the ultimate need? I'm hearing tight end. And of course, Cup out of Texas A&M, high on the list, makes complete sense. Is offensive line still a requirement, still a need? And how big of a need? Is it that big of a need that you take an offensive lineman over a corner? Because I'm a little iffy on that. I look at the offensive line numbers and I go, we've got the numbers. It's just chiseling these guys into being the right guys, being the right unit. And I think we can do that. I think we have more than enough in our arsenal there, especially seeing Will Campbell, already starter quality. That's huge boost right there. Already seeing, Tremont Shorts coming in looking great, Xavier Hill looking great, even though he's been, switched around to the 2s after having some extended time with the 1s. I feel like Xavier Hill hasn't really dipped in his performance levels. Then you got Marcus Dumerville, who's really making a spot for himself at right tackle this season. Like, he is hell-bent on starting this year. And I love what I'm seeing from Marcus Dumerville. Love what I'm seeing, because whether you put him here, there, everywhere, because I saw him at right guard in our first week of practice. I saw him at right tackle. I saw him even move to left tackle. Right tackle is where I feel like that's his home. And I feel like with Miles Frazier, with Will Campbell, and then we keep forgetting about this guy, Garrett Dellinger is banged up, and we're going to get him back. And then you're talking about Emory Jones, too, coming in the summer. So LSU, we're getting some guys on that offensive line where I really feel like that future, that present, is bright. I feel like the future is extremely bright. I feel like the present it's luminous, but maybe not as bright as the future when everything is settled with Will Campbell, Emory Jones in there with a year of experience. Hot damn. Thomas Perry is a name to really keep an eye on with this offensive line. I really like what he's showing, really like what he's given. Josh Bilodeau as well. He's a walk-on out of St. Thomas More. He's not going to get a lot of plaudits, not going to get a lot of attention. I love the reps I'm seeing from him. Okay? Miles Frazier, I feel like he's making that progress little by little. But this might take him a season. This might take him a season, whereas freshman Will Campbell might be able to start right now. And that's not, down to Miles not being as good as Will Campbell or whatever. Miles may not be as ready as Will is. And let's be honest, he is not as good as Will Campbell. Will Campbell, after the end of 2022, might just be the best single freshman 22 O-lineman we've ever seen. Now, hot damn, how good would that be? These are just some offensive line thoughts that I had. Tell me some of yours, where you think the offensive line is at. Some transfer thoughts as well. Just a whole bunch of ranting right in here, but we think it was quality, full quality, full quality, man.